Today you're going to learn how they were more than likely round up patriots after SHTF, so if you are a conservative, then this video is for you. Hey folks, if you are looking to buy bang sticks or freedom dispensers or parts for said freedom dispensers or actual emergency food that will give you actual nutrients while still lasting 25 years, then check out the affiliate links that will be down below in the description box and also in the pinned comment. Now let's get on with the video. Freedom seeds for everyone! That's just fun as can be. So not too long ago, I did a video about FEMA camps and how I really don't believe that you have to worry about the government rounding everybody up to throw them into FEMA camps after SHTF. But what I didn't talk about in that video is what I really think that you have to be concerned about, which I didn't talk about in that video before, but I'm going to talk about it today. So one of the things I did talk about in that FEMA video is that, one of the reasons why I believe that they would not be rounding everybody up to put them in these FEMA camps would be because it would just take too much infrastructure. It'd be too many camps, too many mouths to feed, too many guards, too many this. You just wouldn't be able to round everybody up to put them in all of these camps. So, plus also too, when you look at our electoral map, when you see how much of our country is deep red, it's not going to be deep red people that's going to be putting people into FEMA camps. Deep red people are conservative people that respect the Constitution, that respect the freedom of movement and everything like that. It's going to be your blue areas that's going to want to imprison people. So that's my personal belief. Agree with me or not, I think you'll see more FEMA camp style stuff in blue areas and a lot less of it in red areas, in deep red areas. So anyways, the type of people that would want to put you in camps will have a hard time operating in deep red areas. So after SHTF, if you live in a deep red area, I don't believe that you have to worry about being rounded up to be put into a FEMA camp. I think what you're going to have to be concerned about is targeted strikes. Again, they will have, if you live in a deep red area, they're going to have a hard time getting into your area to drag you off to that FEMA camp, because they would also have to drag off every one of your neighbors, and your neighbors would be wanting to fight to keep that from happening to you themselves. But you can think about, where they did the raid on bin Laden's compound. So something like that, some high-speed operators come in, move in, take you out, drag you off, or even drone strikes to just totally blow away your house. Who knows? So I think that you're going to see more of these targeted strikes, because if you've got a person that the government considers a troublemaker, maybe somebody that's running weapons after Civil War or something like that, or really stirring stuff up that's causing a real thorn in the government's side, then I think again that's where your targeted strikes would come in, rather than trying to round everybody up that would, to take them to a FEMA camp, which would cause a lot of, neighbors fighting, to keep that from happening, etc. But if they just swoop in, do a targeted strike on that person's house, then that will frighten the other people into silence. So let's say if you have a person that's, again, causing a lot of issues, they're really pushing, they're really helping with the fight against the government that's in power, and the government takes them out in a violent way so everybody else witnesses it, then that's going to put the 10 or 20 people around him, that's going to frighten them into silence. So if they can take out 10 people like that, then that will hopefully, what they hope, will frighten thousands of people into silence. So again, I really don't think you have to worry, especially if you live in a conservative area. I really don't think that after SHTF, you have to worry about the government rounding everybody up to throw them into FEMA camps. What I do think that you have to be concerned of is that the government doing, if the extreme left takes total control of the government and we have some kind of a collapse that happens, I do believe that you will have to worry about the government doing targeted strikes on conservatives, just taking you out. That way it scares everybody else into submission. That would be a lot easier than trying to march into your neighborhood to drag you off to this FEMA camp when they could run into your neighbors fighting them to try to keep that from happening. And real quick, I want to switch gears and go back to the FEMA camp thing. For all of you folks that are worried that the government's going to come around rounding everybody up to put them into FEMA camps, I think one thing that we forget about is the government will try to control the food, because then if the government can control the food, and then when people get hungry and desperate enough after SHTF, the government won't have to come and round people up and put them into the camps. When the people are hungry enough, they will check themselves into those FEMA camps. So that is just another huge reason to stockpile up on as much food that you can, and also learn how to grow and produce your own food. And I want to thank my blood cousin for giving me that tip about how the government will control food so people will actually check themselves into the FEMA camps after SHTF. Thank you for that, cousin. I enjoyed shooting the 50 caliber and the fully auto with you the other day. So really quick, comment down below with your thoughts on this. Do you still think that we will have mass roundups across the USA, or do you think that they will pretty much just do targeted strikes on troublemakers that the government sees after SHTF? So again, after SHTF, I just don't think that we're going to see the mass roundups of people into FEMA camps. I do personally believe that we will see targeted strikes on individuals that the government finds troublesome. So what you have to decide for yourself is, if after SHTF, do you want to be a vocal leader or somebody that's vocal about your beliefs, or and risk getting targeted strikes, or do you just want to lay quiet and do what you can do while being quiet? Something for you to think about. And folks, to learn about a kick-butt gun company where you can buy your bang sticks and freedom seeds and optics and other parts for your freedom spreaders, then click on the video that should be appearing on the screen just about now to learn how they plan to defeat gun control. Anyways, folks, that is enough internet for today. It is time to go train. Anyways, folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.